Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. Coming to you we're here in Spencer, Iowa, from the Iowa Lakes Corridor Development Corporation. My good friend, Dalziel, is here with us. He's the Senior Vice President for Economic Development for the corridor. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for having me outside today.
Oh, it's a great day to be outside. I tell you what, the weather's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, we get to that, you and I are kind of in that same generational thing that any stretch out of summer-type temperatures, get me outside for some reason. I don't care what it is, just get me outside. Well, let's talk about, we've had micro grants in the news here lately, and I know that in some terms these are not active yet, but things we're pursuing. Let's start along those lines, Brian.
We are pursuing, and so as you know, Jeff, when I work with entrepreneurs, I encourage them to do a lot of customer discovery, and that's when they reach out to the people they serve and find out what they want. That's what this is. So we have an opportunity that we are considering deploying, and that would be micro grants with two target audiences. First off, retailers that have an opportunity to sell their goods online through the Shop Iowa program that the Iowa Economic Development Authority has deployed.
Okay.
But to do that, not all retailers are participating, and we'd like to understand why. Is it cost? Is it just not worth it? Perceived value? You know, what's going on there? And so if it happens to be cost, we're looking at a micro grant program that we could make to retailers money that they could get for free, they would not have to pay back.
Right.
That they could get their goods online through that Shop Iowa program that IEDA launched and try to get more utilization of that.
Understanding your customers is so important, and sometimes I always feel like, well, that's almost a given, but it's amazing the number of, whether they're entrepreneurs, they're long established in business, they skip that step or look past it and, well, I really want to sell A, B, and C, and I want to do it this way, but their customers, I want to buy D, E, and F, and I'd rather purchase it this way.
Exactly. And speaking about rather purchasing something differently, on the case of service businesses, a lot of young people in particular prefer to schedule appointments online. And a lot of our service companies, and that could be anything from barbershops to hairdressers to, plumbers and electricians and automotive service repair, got to get an oil change. You know, anybody who's in the business of doing services,
right, for
whether it's another business or another consumer, there's an opportunity for them to put an appointment scheduling capability on their website.
Right.
Or to, heaven forbid, use your mobile phone. And so having a phone app or having a mobile-enabled, mobile-optimized website that would allow someone to schedule appointments online can be important for service-based businesses. And yet most service-based businesses in the corridor region don't offer that. Again, is that a cost issue? Is that a value issue? Is that people don't think that it's an important issue? We'd like to understand that better. And we're looking at micro grants that would enable to pay down the cost. It would eliminate the cost, but it would dramatically pay down the cost of offering that kind of thing.
Right.
And there's an entrepreneur that I'm working with that is looking at a startup that would automate a lot of that task. And so, you know, it's kind of a plug-in, if you will, that you could integrate with your website that would do that automated scheduling and tie in with your back-end operations.
Yeah.
And we'd like to simply explore that with businesses that might be interested in being a guinea pig on something like that.
Well, and you know, I think another thing we've learned through this COVID thing, people have had to be innovative in how they get their word out there, how they take appointments and all these different things. And certainly the millennials, as they get older, have bigger buying power. And if that's the way they are making their appointments as opposed to making a phone call, you know, that's really tough to push those buttons and talk to somebody. but that's the end. You know, you see grocery stores doing it where you can order and have the curbside pickup, anything that eases that. So it's not just the young people, millennials. I think a lot more customer base are utilizing those tasks.
Yeah, people of all ages are getting almost expectant that there's going to be an opportunity for me to verify store hours, make purchases, you know, schedule services, you know, do things like that online.
Yeah.
And the better that our small businesses can incorporate technology that make it more convenient for their customers. They need to be customer centric. They need to be paying attention to their customers and what they want. And customers of all ages are saying, hey, we want to be able to interface with your business electronically online. And there's some steps that we can do, and microgrants could be a part of that. could be a part of that, to making that happen. And so if there's demand for that, it's highly likely that we're going to do that.
Yeah, indeed. Well, let's talk about some of the other things that we've now actually one that is implemented, and that's bilingual.
Bilingual. So we have a program called Startup Skill Up. I'm really excited about it. We received a $150,000 grant from the Iowa Economic Development Authority to develop Startup Skill Up, and that is taking my Prepare to Launch curriculum and going online with it. So again, we're listening to our customers. They want to learn and train online. Some folks don't want to train in a physical live workshop setting, or they want to have a live workshop setting but have it be virtual, kind of through Zoom, if you will. And so we're developing that curriculum using video and database technology and offering it online. And we're doing it in 2 languages. So we're doing English and Spanish.
Right.
And so this is the first broad outreach to the Hispanic community in entrepreneurship in the state of Iowa. There have been other small pilot programs that have been started and we're talking to and integrating with those efforts across the state. But we're really excited about this, and so we're looking for partners. We're looking for Hispanic businesses that have a large Spanish-speaking clientele,
right,
that might be interested in either being featured as a case study, if you will, and or would be interested in participating as a workshop participant.
Well, and as our communities become wider spread with different nationalities, and there's still a customer base. There's still a customer base to be had. To integrate that and increase your customer base only makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely, and so we're excited about that. It's the first bilingual offering that the corridor has had, so it's kind of historic for us. And we're looking forward to helping these other businesses grow, because our Hispanic community is growing, and we want to make sure that they're properly receiving services too.
If anybody has questions on anything through the corridor, I want to talk to you personally, because you're just the guy with all the info as far as I'm concerned. How do they best get a hold of the corridor?
There you go. Well, you can come right into our office here and stop in and see us. You can give us a call on the phone, 712-264-3474. Hit the website, www.lakescorridor.com. All our contact information's out there. Happy to schedule a phone call, a Zoom meeting. I'll text you back and forth. And engage me on LinkedIn. However you'd like to contact, we'd be happy to hear from you.
You can come by car, by bike, or you can come by train if you just happen to be going by.
Train's going by.
Choo-choo. All right. Brian Dalziel, thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Brian Dalziel here from the Iowa Lakes Corridor Development. We thank him for taking time with us. We thank the train for going by. We thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee is brought to you in part by Pure Fishing in Spirit Lake. Last Touch Painting and Cleaning, providing interior, exterior, and house painting and professional cleaning services in Spirit Lake. Okoboji Mattress Company, 1 mile west of the junction of Highway 9 and 71 in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. And Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Brand's Law Office in Spirit Lake. Ruthven Locker, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio, newly located in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji. And by Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisors Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz.